First of all, it's a lot of fun. I had a great time doing this, and the takeaway is, I was thinking about this a lot. Margaret made a comment at the beginning of this that lawyers have the propensity to want to go right to the solution, and this process slowed that down. It really, slowed down the concept creation, the problem creation, really identifying what the problems are, what the root problems are, and slowing down what you're trying to solve. Not assuming that you know exactly what the problem is and that you know what you're trying to solve, really kind of working your way through that. And that's what I thought was the most interesting about this process, and something I had not done before. We're, as law firms and as lawyers, it's always tyranny of the urgent. And sometimes that tyranny can make things harder on us because we're not focused on root causes, root problems, and really identifying the solutions we need to solve. We're just trying to get it done and solve the crisis at hand. I would say that it is something that we acknowledge, and that our firm as a culture, we have implemented the culture of innovation from the top down, precisely because it has to be everyone's role to innovate what we're doing. We have implemented different programs and training programs and internships to really slow down that process and think about how we're delivering legal services, how we can work with our clients through a combination of technology and process and advice, and really kind of work our way through that. So it's something I think about. It's luckily something that I think I have a head start on because of our firm culture. And I think that some law schools are starting to get it thanks to innovators like Dan Lina, because they recognize that lawyering is no longer just a binary thing. As a lawyer, I'm no longer just telling you the law and applying your facts to the law and advising you how to proceed. It's really more multidimensional. It's helping you then integrate that legal advice into your law department, into your company. How do you affect your business objectives through legal advice? All of those things are tied together, and you need your associates at the very first level to understand how technology and legal operations and project management, they need to know what process mapping is in order to really deliver the best, most holistic kind of legal advice. One thing that we've done is we've worked with the University of Colorado in their Tech Lawyer Accelerator program to essentially have a joint internship with a client and with our law firm, where the intern works with the client for the first part of the internship. It's about a 7-month internship total. And so the intern works for the first part with the client to identify some operational needs that could be solved through technology, and then works with our group, our client technology group, which is a team of software developers and analysts, to actually create the solution and implement the solution with the client. And that's been really fun because we get to know the client and the real life needs of a law department in a very different way.
And I assume you get to know the students.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's been an incredible tool for identifying lawyers who really think like business partners for clients. As far as the work that Dan's doing, LegalRnD, we are, as law firms, are looking to people who are changing the way lawyers are trained and who recognize the importance of this as our leaders and as our champions for a change in how law is practiced, how legal is delivered. And R&D is not only changing how law students are being trained and leading the way in terms of thinking about how law students are being trained, they're also looking at innovation of law firms. I loved the innovation index that Dan is creating in terms of just helping law firms identify where do we fall, where are the strengths, where are the weaknesses, what kinds of things in innovation should we be thinking of as law firms, and that kind of work helps us create a benchmark for ourselves and create aspirations and checklists and all those things. So it's a great collaboration.